Hello everybody, welcome to Advantage One RV. This is the consignment store for Haylett RV, located just down the street, about a mile. Have a very nicely kept, short, small, easy drive and little Coachmen Class C coming in today. Now, everything I've seen inside here leads me to just have nothing but basically positive thoughts about this one. The only, I guess you could say, potentially derogatory thing that I've located on this is looking at the passenger seat. It looks like maybe the previous owners might have had a dog or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't smell a dog in here, so I could be wrong on that, but just trying to make you aware of as much as I can, especially since smell-o-vision hasn't really been invented yet. I like what they do with this overhead cap too. They got like a built-in roll-out guard with that little seat belt buckle kind of situation. I never flopped around in bed a lot, but my daughter, I swear, it's like she never stops moving. She's less active when she's awake. I think that's the easiest way I can say it. All of our entertainment up here in the corner. The TV can fold flat against the wall. And I like this extra little bonus bench right there. A little storage below it. But a handy place to like sit down and put some shoes on, you know? The L lounge over here, I'm operating from a little bit of memory. And we are not a Coachmen Freelander dealer, so I believe that's an option. I believe the standard build on this is some kind of dinette, but that may have changed over the years. I know at one point that was true. I like those lounges because they can kind of become and do anything. And this is that newer Ford Transit chassis. This has not been out that long, so it's kind of nice to find one of these. And this is kind of Ford's answer to that, you know, Dodge Sprinter chassis. And man, the leg room in here, as a long-legged person, this is one of the only chassis I have to slide my seat forward to feel comfortable. Otherwise, it's just like I'm way too far away. It's like I feel like Frankenstein with my arms stuck out the entire time trying to reach everything, and you don't got to deal with that here, which is really, really nice. Not to mention, it just looks a little symmetrical, you know? It looks cool, and that I don't know, that's just something that I like. Now, it's also very organic where they have the rear view camera placement up there, right where you would expect to see like, you know, well, your rear view mirror in a sense. And just to kind of show you here, as soon as you shift into reverse, pow, it just pops right on and you can see what you're doing behind you. So there's, you know, no questions about, you know, am I going to run over something or someone? Ooh, that's bad. Now, she's pretty tight quarters in here because this is a compact little rig, but that's also what's nice about this one. It drives so nicely because basically it feels like you're just driving a big multi-passenger van. It does not feel like you're driving a big, you know, heavy, scary motorhome. It just, if you're looking for something smaller, you want to weave into those tighter spaces, those tighter sights, I think this is a really good fit for you. Now, get the storage open, but if you're looking in front of the bed, you might see a thing over here. This is a 2.7 gallon 110 water heater. So that is a very fast recovery water heater. It does require 110 power, so you probably need like park power or your generator, but you know, this RV has a built-in generator that you could probably hear humming in the background. You can pretty much take all the hot showers you want back to back to back to back on this thing. First, quick little look below the sink here. Some handy space for, you know, our Dawn dish soap and whatnot. But we also have some nice drawer space, which a lot of little motorhomes very often struggle with. And that folding countertop extension, I think, is very welcome in here. But this cabinet in the kind of the corner of this countertop, that is a nice addition right here. Because that, first of all, it helps provide just a break point, a visual break line between back here in like the bedroom versus, you know, up in the kitchen space. Now this door opens opposite of what is convenient for me, but this is our closet space right here, right above your dresser space. So it is nice that they do have some dedicated personal storage in here as well. You're probably noticing that is a gas and electric, you know, refrigerator. Very handy if you are going to be off grid or, you know, in a parking lot somewhere sometime where you don't want to have to run the generator full time. And I think we check out the bathroom, then we're good to go outside. Now along the way, just a couple little things I've noticed, and I mean, this is being nitpicky, but I noticed like a couple little screw holes here. It looks like maybe a command strip got pulled off the wall over there, something like that. That's the worst I've been able to find in this RV. It was used, not abused, you know? And actually, I think this kind of is a little bit of support to my theory. I'm seeing some command strip action being used up there. Although I use command strips in my house every day anymore. Those things they're like one of the most influential things to happen to RVing, I think, since like slide outs and flat screens, both of which just completely changed how RVs are laid out. I always like these little stubby ones. Like I said, they drive so easy. You don't necessarily need to worry about your parking space if you just stop at a grocery store or something like that nearly as urgently, you know. If you really had to, you could often just like park in the back for you, say like a McDonald's, and hop out and get you some food, something like that. They're just easier. Not to mention, there's a lot of park sites where you can't get a big one in there. The skin looks good. I don't see where previous owners like raked it down a tree line or something like that and scarred it up. It doesn't look like they ever did any bahaing with it. I always look for areas like down here in this corner. That's a good spot where if they ever bottomed it out, it would be dinged up and banged up. I don't see any of that. They didn't smash in any speed bumps. Dang, that fired right up. Yes. You hear that generator running a little bit right there? Well, maybe you do. I'm talking so much you might not. Our baggage compartments, I want to get you a look in. Our tires all look good. I'm not seeing funky wear patterns. I'm not seeing weather checking or anything like that. Let me get you back here. So these little doodads on that rear corner, that is the idea is it's called something like an invisible fairing. Effectively, RVs are like rolling bricks. They are an aerodynamic nightmare. And those things, the idea is to slipstream the air, suck it back together a little bit. And it's intended to give you superior stability and allegedly improves your miles per gallon. The people who I've seen who have used them swear by it, and they always seem to put them on the next RV they own. So I'm willing to give it some credence. I've never tested it personally. I don't know. Speaking of riding and handling, previous owners added some sumo springs to the rear axles of this thing so that you have better stability, and where that's nice when you're getting hit by those wicked cross breezes, or if you're towing something that's a little heavier or a little longer than you should be towing with your off your little hitch back here. That is where those are going to come in handy. Now, I wanted to try to leave this closed because the wind was wanting to whip it around, but this is the storage under the bed. A lot of it right now is occupied by a full RV cover. And there's a couple $100 worth preventative care, maintenance, and upkeep that the previous owners applied for. Which way do I go? That way? Nope. All right, I'll come back and get you later. I probably just didn't push it all the way shut when I tried to latch it. They added some lighting over there on the bumper, as well as here in this outside storage compartment, although, again, a lot of it is eaten up by that cover. But that is one of the reasons this thing still has all of this shine and gleam, that gel coat on skin. Look at how glossy that is. It looks fantastic. Now, when I opened this, I actually kind of expected to see like an outside television, which I think you probably could put here. But this is an inverter, so that if you want to be able to run your 1200 watt, by the way, if you want to be able to run some outlets when you're off grid, you can. Little simple side mount solar prep plug here. We're going to get up to the roof where there's a full solar install in a minute. But down here, just an extra little kick of storage space because, why waste it, right? Now, this is a laminated roof, by the way, which makes it feel very sturdy underfoot. And you'll see where the previous owner put vent covers over all these vents. They added that 100-watt solar package there, and that actually runs to its own separate Group 24 battery. So this thing has all sorts of different 12-volt options. Basically, your disconnect switch can help you select which thing you're pulling off of at a given time. And once again, they got those little invisible fairing jobs up here to help that wind slipstream together. And I gotta tell you, the seals and everything up here look good. I'm not seeing anything that scares me, but there's one thing that I really like seeing up here. That's our sign. A little shameless self-promotion there. And all joking aside, if this looks like the right one for you, give us a call down here at Advantage One RV. You need to go on a test drive, you need extra pictures, you need dimensions on something, you got a question, you let us know. And if you appreciate the straight shooting information, like, hey, I found a spot where a command strip peeled a little bit, hit that subscribe button and follow along, because whether it's big or small, we're going to tell you everything that we can every time we can. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone.